who are you saying to play Richard?
So good evening, everybody. So you gotta listen to this part, otherwise I won't leave. We'll be here all night. So on the lighter side first, on the lighter side, I've been around a few years. I've been in Congress 8 years now. I was a state senator, state assemblyman. I think a lot of you know that. And I've received a few commendations and proclamations and awards and speeches, a lot of stuff. I've got to tell you, for all the years I've been around and all the stuff I've done, I never, ever, Harry, got a dispensation that we could eat meat on Friday. Holy crap! Monsignor, I don't know how to top that, Monsignor. So now I have a new goal in my life. I want to see if I can do that. Secondly, I really want to thank the Friendly Sons for the work they do. I really mean this. It's so good to see this, that it's still alive, that it's still well, that it's still flourishing. This is America. People ask me, you know, what's America in my eyes? And some folks mistakenly think it's in Washington, D.C. I will tell you, America is not in Washington, D.C. It's right here. It's right now. Now, I like to have a little bit of fun. When I go to events, usually, I don't have any notes at all. Tonight I do, and I promise you I'm not going to be real long. It's going to be 5-10 minutes. But my staff, there's always a staff person or two with me, and they always worry because I've got this thing, whatever is here in my heart, whatever's in my brain, just flows out of my mouth. That's not always good. Sometimes it can be a little dangerous. So they're always sitting there nervously. Sometimes it's my chief of staff, Allison. Sometimes it is Ron, who many of you know and have met. Tonight it's Chris, who does our security. So he told me if I get out of hand, he's going to grab me by the collar and move me out. So we'll see what happens. But I put down some notes tonight for a reason. Because tonight is an extraordinary night. It's an exceptional night. It's a night that we really do honor somebody who's changed the world around him. That doesn't happen every day. And I've been to a lot of award ceremonies, a lot of honors that I've seen people receive, and they were all well-deserved, and they're amazing. But this Harry Hurley guy, he's really done some stuff. He's made a difference. You know, these days, everything moves quickly, man. It's the quickest headline. It's what you get up on Facebook. It's what you tweet out. It's what's on Instagram. It's like this. And a lot of it, frankly, is superficial. Voices come and go. Programs appear and disappear. You hear things and then they're gone. Something's viral one day. A month later, nobody remembers what it was. But every once in a while, you see something different. You see somebody different. Somebody who is willing to do something different. And that person is someone who makes it last, who believes in it. Harry Hurley, through the years, and we all know this, that's why we're here tonight, has done something that lasted for years. 35 years. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't see that very often. You hardly ever see it at all. 35 years, South Jerseyans wake up in the morning and they start the morning in a very similar way. They turn on WPG, 1450. He said I had to do an advertisement. That's 1450 on your AM dial. I'm doing good, okay. And they hear Harry. He's talking about the news. He's talking about domestic affairs. He's speaking about foreign affairs. He's speaking about what's going on in the community. Speaking about how you feel and what's going on in your life. Sometimes he's talking about the exhilaration you feel at certain times, and sometimes the sadness and the discouragement. We all go through all of it. 35 years. Just think about that. I was just thinking about that now. 35 years. You've seen presidents come and go. You've seen governors come and go. You've seen congressmen come and go. But you've still been there. You have still been there. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Harry's there. God almighty. What time do you get up in the morning? You told me once?
2 a.m.
2 a.m. How many people in the room stand up if you get up 2 a.m. every morning? Yeah, I know, and I was going to call you out. But he's getting ready. But the other thing that he does is he is prepared. He's asking questions. He's thinking about what the discussion is going to be. He's looking at the latest headlines. It's not just somebody in South Jersey who kind of ambles into the studio and thinks, I'll go by the seat of my pants. He is prepared. He knows the issues. He knows the discussion. And you know what's interesting? And I learned this. There's some things I've learned. In addition to hosting the show, I want to get this right. He serves as the station's senior programming consultant, and he's helped shape the direction of that station. Most personalities do not do that. That's a big deal. So where did he come from? Who is this guy? Where did he come from? Right here in South Jersey. He was born and he was raised in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then he was also in Ventnor, moved to Ventnor. Let's hear it for Atlantic City, New Jersey. Went to Atlantic City High School, and he later attended, and we all know it, love it, Stockton University. Over the years, though, Harry did more than just the radio, and that was his niche, and that's where he is really, truly excelled and just skyrocketed. But he was also involved in business, and in fact, I found that also he was hired by an individual in Atlantic City for hotel operations at the Trump Castle Casino, and we know it as the Golden Nugget now. You know who the guy with a personal interview with him, loved him so much, said, you're going to do this, I'm hiring you. He didn't say you're fired, he said you're hired. Donald J. Trump. And that was an exciting and dynamic and amazing time in Atlantic City history, and part of that, without a doubt, is what Harry Hurley did in that job. By the way, something else I didn't know, and I've known you for a lot of years. Harry and I started out about the same time. I started out, some of you might not even know where the heck it is. I love it. It's my home. I'm still there. I'm back in the woods, and it's a wonderful place to live. It's called Dennis Township. And a lot of people didn't know where that was. And I thought the biggest thing in my life, man, I became the mayor of Dennis Township. How amazing that was. But a guy who used to talk to me, who knew me when I was the mayor of Dennis Township, and I was on his show, Harry Hurley, because he knew where it was. But anyhow, he also was in banking. He was the vice president for National Westminster Bank, and he's responsible for managing tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars in business development through South Jersey. So when he talks about business, when he talks about what the nation needs to do, when he talks about issues that are fiscal, this is a guy that also knows what he's speaking about. But that is not where he loved it. He excelled at it. He could have done that for the rest of his life, any of that. But where did he really find his home? WPG. It's become, he is one of the most recognizable voices that you hear in the state of New Jersey. Of course, in South New Jersey, he is the most recognizable. Now, these are the things I did have to put down because I wanted to get this right. Because it's amazing. It's a lot. For 11 consecutive years, Talkers Magazine has named Harry one of the top 100, 11 years in a row, most important talk radio hosts in America. And we're a big country with a lot of good personalities out there, a lot of powerful people in the United States of America. In all the big cities, in all the areas, in all 50 states. He's number 19. It's unbelievable. No one else in southern New Jersey has ever achieved that or done that. Ever. Along the way, he's been recognized by his colleagues in the broadcasting industry. Now get this, because I want to go through this the right way. He was elected to the Philadelphia Broadcasters Hall of Fame in 2013. He was elected to the New Jersey Broadcasters Hall of Fame in 2015. He was named Broadcaster of the Year by the Philadelphia Broadcasters Association in 2019. The same year, he was selected by the New Jersey Broadcasters Association as the inaugural recipient of the Broadcaster of the Year, the only individual to date to ever achieve that award. Harry Hurley. Now all of that is a in itself. It's more than enough. That's a career that most people would say, you've done it, you're there, right? But he's not done yet, and you're not done yet. He regularly, and I've been on the show with him, on the show probably many times during the year. He fills in nationally, all around the country, for hosts like Brian Kilmeade and Guy Benson. For those of us that listen to the radio, they're great shows. Harry Hurley fills in for them. One of the few individuals they will trust to take. Remember, what trust you have to have in somebody to say, I'm going to be gone for a few days, I need you to take the show. Because quite frankly, when you turn something like that over, and if the person doesn't do a great job, it hurts the show, it hurts your livelihood. It's a big deal. They trust Harry Hurley. He's been on Newsmax. And by the way, those are Fox syndicated shows throughout the country. But you know what's most important to me of all of it? And I relate to Harry with this because I'm the same way. You know, sometimes people have fun with me now and say, oh, you're a United States Congressman, you're a big shot, you see you on Fox, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean anything. Friendships like this are what really means something. It's the truth. But you know what he does, and this is something I do think we do together, he always brings South Jersey with him. Always. He knows the people who live here. He knows the people, how they think here. He knows the people, how hard they work here. He knows the people and what they believe in here. He cares about people who have day-to-day lives, who are middle class, working people, breaking their back, who make America. That's who Harry cares about. That's who he speaks to. That's who he represents on that show. And you know what? It matters. Because in the national conversation, sometimes we're a little too worried, well, what do they think in New York City? And what do they think in Chicago? And what do they think in Los Angeles? Guess what? Most of America is not that. It's good people like all of you, hardworking people that care and break their butts every day to keep this country going. He has spent years making sure South Jersey has a voice. You know what's funny, when I do go on those nationally syndicated shows with you, he will mention every single time that we're from South Jersey, every single time that we've known each other. He doesn't forget who he is and where he came from. And I'm going to tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen, that's really important in life. Never, ever forget. I don't care if you're the President of the United States or a congressman or a mayor or a radio show talk host, whatever it is you do, or a big shot, wealthy, middle class, never forget who you are. Never forget where you came from. Harry Hurley never forgets. Now all that stuff is really, really important. It's a really big deal. But there's something else that matters. Talking about never forget who you are and where you came from. It's your family. Guess what? At the end of the day, it is your family. In fact, it's your family, Monsignor, and your faith. Your family and your faith that will keep you going. Harry's been married to Margie. God help her. I'm just having some fun. But really, you got to admit, Margie's an amazing woman, right? I mean, 45 years. Now, Margie, there's no way you look. I know you're going to think I'm being political on that. You don't look anywhere near old enough to be been with him 45 years, especially considering you had to put up with him. You know I'm having fun, right? And they have 3 wonderful kids, Kristen, Lauren, and Robert. And he's so proud of them. He talks with them with such love. And of course, his grandson. Now, a lot of you here are regular listeners, right? You hear, betcha everybody knows who Noah is, right? And if you know, you'll know again tonight. You're going to know who Noah is. And those are the things that really define a life that is well lived. Loving your family, your friends, your community. It really is true. So tonight, we honor a broadcaster. Tonight, we honor a journalist. Tonight, we honor someone who has helped shape our communities, shape our region, shape the state of New Jersey. But most of all, tonight, we honor someone who is a proud son of Southern New Jersey. Harry, congratulations. We are proud of you. God bless you.